frame now. Alright, hi there. So I'm here in Boston, just arrived this evening. Actually, my plane is delayed, but finally got in. I love it here in New England, despite the weather forecast and the cooler conditions. A lot colder here than it was in Boulder. But yeah, made it here, still healthy. Haven't gotten food poisoning, haven't gotten the flu yet, so that's good. But the weather forecast has taken a turn for the worse, and kind of break down that in this analysis as well as my final thoughts. I will be at the expo tomorrow, Sunday. The expo around 3 p.m. at the Hoka booth. I'm going to try to make it out there in case you guys are around. I'm only going to stick around for a little bit though, but I'll shoot for around 3 p.m. at the Hoka booth tomorrow on Sunday. Got to pick up my bib. I got some meetings, got some last minute things to do. Try to stay warm. Got to bundle up because it's supposed to start precipitating tomorrow. Maybe some freezing rain, sleet, as well as that nasty northeast east wind and precipitation, cooler temperatures, almost near freezing. So Monday, yeah, the forecast, I'll go into a screenshot of the latest weather update I saw, but that's really the big talk and the big concern. Still could get sick, I guess, but I made it here without any issue. Fortunate to be here. It's a great atmosphere. If you've never been in Boston, it is a very unique experience. So much history. The town is so cool. The event is just an amazing experience you got to experience. So, a lot of dreams coming true with people qualifying for this race and being here for the first time, and the excitement's in the air. So, the weather can't dampen that spirit, but I'll still wear the Hoka 1-1 Tracer 2. So the go-to, I got compressed sport calf sleeves. I always definitely wear arm sleeves to carry those Canaberries, 4 Canaberry gels. I'll take them at miles 16, 12, 17, 22. Probably be at the mercy of sipping paper cups at all the aid stations as well to get in fluids. Definitely wearing a hat. I might wear more layers if it's even colder, because with the weather forecast comes a very strong headwind. Pretty much a 25 mile an hour headwind is what the forecast is. Actually, let's do the weather clip screen right here. I'll pull up the weather forecast, the latest from the website I saw at least. It could change. So look at the details of Monday here in Boston. Look at it hourly and the direction of the wind. Race starts at 10 a.m. for the first wave, elite wave. Oh, it got worse. 26 mile an hour east-northeast wind. That's a direct headwind. Anything with an east vector is going to be bad because it's pretty much a headwind. We're kind of running northeast, so the northeast is the absolute worst direction. Then we kind of do cut due east at some points. If it was a southeast wind, it would be more of a crosswind, but when there's a strong east vector, that's not going to be good. And temperature, then you're looking at between 10 a.m. and noon here for my race. 100% chance of precipitation. That's a pretty big rainfall, pretty heavy rainfall. High humidity, probably high 30 temperature Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is in centigrade, but the wind is vicious. 26, 27, 28 miles an hour. It's a pretty strong headwind, almost direct headwind. So not good. All right, so we saw that, and hopefully, maybe if the front comes in really fast and things speed up, the wind would shift to a east-southeast, which would be more of a crosswind. We generally run point to point on this course, and we generally are running northeast with some east vectors. So if the wind is coming out of the east and northeast, which it is scheduled to do at that force, it will be a direct headwind. And unfortunately, where I am in the pack, things in 2015 were like that. I don't think they were quite as bad as it's forecasted, but I got pretty spread out, and there were 8 miles in there when I was trying to run pace, and I was all by myself in the headwind. So when you're all by yourself in the headwind, that's really less than ideal, and we're just going to have to see what it's like when we get out there. And then with the precipitation, don't get cold. Definitely bundle up. It's going to be cold, I think, with the headwind, and if it's raining cats and dogs, and that kind of temperature, which is only slightly above freezing, I think the wind chill factor will be pretty chilly, pretty cold, and people could be battling hypothermia as well as working extra into the headwind, and that's my big concern. Usually if it was a trail ultra, I'm always going for place. I'm either trying to win a trail ultra race. Most mountain ultra trails I enter, I try to win. This race I have 0% chance of winning, so yeah, even top 10 would be really ambitious. But I'm going for time, and so when I'm time trialing, it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's very discouraging to see this weather forecast, and I knew it was a risk going in, so no excuses really on that. It's part of the gamble. New England weather is fickle. I've gone to school out here. I've raced cross country races in Boston before. I've ran my PR in the Harvard indoor track for 3K back in college. So I've been out here several times. I know what the weather is like in New England, so this is not really a surprise, but it is disappointing, and I'm just gonna try to do my best. And for those of you that want to say hi at the expo, again, I'll be there at 3 p.m. Hope your taper's going well if you're here. Hope your travel made it in safe, and definitely want to bundle up for race day. If you're watching, and if you're watching on the course, I guess if you see me run by, you could film maybe a clip. Turn your iPhone sideways to film. Usually gets the best. That's how you film with an iPhone. If you get a little clip, maybe I'll do a race recap video and use it later. That'd be really awesome. And yeah, really appreciate your support and this whole journey. I do feel confident in my fitness. I would feel more confident, honestly, if the weather forecast wasn't a headwind. But yeah, I definitely felt some speed coming back more in my legs. And Coach Shandy even commented on that in my last taper workout. But even the last month of workouts have just, everything's gone a little bit better than expected, and usually that hasn't been the case when I've tried doing road marathons in the last 5 years. Ever since doing ultra marathons, it's taken, and it makes sense because on paper you say, you started focusing on road running again for 6 months. Houston, I didn't feel like my speed was back, but I do feel like the gears are coming back a bit, and 5-minute mile pace or 3:08 per kilometer pace doesn't feel like a sprint. So that's kind of the good thing here, and I feel like I'm well prepared for the hills. I like the hills in Boston. I love the crowd support and the atmosphere. But yeah, the big factor is going to be that headwind and how much extra energy cost it's going to be to run the pace that I want to run to meet my goal, and that's really the goal. So it's tough, but that's what the sport's all about, is facing adversity and challenges and trying to learn and grow from it. So thanks so much for your support on here. Be sure to subscribe if you like these types of videos. Check out our playlist, more videos, and Sandy and I sell coaching plans. I saw a lot of people have been commenting. They've been going sub 3, getting BQs with our BQ marathon training plan on sagerunning.com. Coach Sandy and I have developed those. So thanks so much, guys. Hope your running's going well, and see you out there on Monday.